Welcome to DARPA TV, Broadcast the Moment. We're now going to cover off the social network of DARPA TV. Now that you've logged in, you can see the DARPA board. This is your home page. What you have on the left-hand side is your activities. This is a dynamic area. So right now we can see that there's a live show going on by Big Mama. There's an IM from one of my friends, Bertika, and I also have friends requests. So if I was to click on the friends request, for example, it comes up and it says that DARPA TV friend request Bertika Incognito has requested to be added to my friends. I can choose to add or deny this particular user. If I deny them, I can actually later open it up and actually add them. I'm going to add that, and there we go. I also have an IM from Bertika, so I'm going to open that IM up, and there we go. And Bertika has written me, says, "Hi girl." I can respond back, "Hi," and if Bertika's online, then she'll see that right away, and if she's not online, then she can get a delayed message next time she logs in. So once again, that's the activities section. The center section is yourself, tells you when you've been a member since. The number of fans you have, that's when you actually have your broadcast and people are watching it and they choose to be a fan of yours. That's the number you can see right there. The number of viewers, they're the people who have watched your show over all time. And down here, profile views, these are people who have watched the show and seen you in the chat rooms, or they've actually just searched for you on the DARPA TV site, and they've taken a look at your profile, and you get to see the total number of views. On the right-hand side, over here, we see you're a fan of. This is when you're watching a show. If you really like the show, then you can actually click on and become a fan of that particular DARPA caster. And right here you can see my list, and I can add and manage those, so I can also defan them as well, so I don't have to be a fan of them forever. I may be a fan of them now, but later on I may choose to defan them. This is important later when we start to talk about the DARPA board and what you can get in your DARPs and communications back and forth with your DARPA casters. Down the left-hand side here, we have my friends. So you can see the friends that I have. I have 4 friends. It gives the last known status down here. If I wish to IM them or call them or video call them, I can do that here. This is a picture and this is a link to their latest profile. I can add and manage friends. So from here, this is where I can click and I can actually see a list of my friends. I can add them, block them, deny them, etc. I can also search right here by clicking, and I can add and I can do a search, find the friends I'm looking for, and I can invite them to be my friend. And once you get a friend invite, like you saw up here in the activities section, the friend actually has to accept me as being a friend. This part here, to the bottom and to the right half of the screen, is called the DARPA board. This is where the DARPs come in. So anybody who is a friend of yours or that you're a fan of who creates a DARP will show on your DARP board. DARPs are kind of like tweets, but there are audio and video components to them as well as text. And you can DARP back to those, so you can have conversations back and forth. And you can see here down this DARP here, for example, has a video or audio component associated to it. And if I click on that, it opens up.
Hi everybody.
You can see the DARP. And if I like that DARP, I can actually choose to download it and keep it for later reference. And if I click on this, talk back, I can actually create a DARP back to this particular DARP. And you can see there's a DARP back right here. On to the DARPs. So from here, it says DARP me. This is where you get to the screen that allows you to put in the DARPs. Now a DARP is kind of like a tweet, if you will, but it's got audio and video components associated with it. So this is the recorder right here. So what I would do is say, "This is my DARP," for example. And if it's text only, I would leave it here. If it's text with audio, I'd click there. And if it's text with audio and video, I would click here. So let's choose text with audio and video. And I click here. Comes up to choose my camera and my headset. And I say allow. Say OK. I hear myself. I see myself. I say I passed. Get me ready to do the recording, and I can see myself in this little frame here. What I'm going to do now is click on the record, and I get a countdown timer right here, and I'm actually recording. Hi, this is my DARP. And I click here to stop. It saves that, and it's playing. And I get a countdown timer right here, and I'm actually recording. Hi, this is my DARP. And I click here. That's it. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is submit that. And there we go, my DARP has been saved. And once I've refreshed the page, I can go down and see my DARPs. And this is my DARP right here, the one I just created. And I can click on that, and I get the DARP player up, and you can see it playing right there. And if I like that DARP and I want to keep it, I can actually click here to download it. I can click here to send this over to Twitter. I can click here to send this to Facebook. I can click here to create a DARP back on my own DARP if I wish, or I can click here to delete it. If I choose to delete it, because I'm always in control of my DARPs, I actually am able to delete all the DARP backs that are on it as well. So I control the entire stream of the DARP and DARP backs if it was originally my DARP. For the Twitter and Facebook side of things, when we link, we take the textual portion and link it over as a tweet or a Facebook status update. Now, as you know, that the video components are not supported into Twitter and Facebook. So what do we do with our video and audio components in DARPs is we know that when you go to send that over to Twitter or Facebook, and we create a link, and that link actually makes it into the Facebook or Twitter post. Now once somebody else looks at that Twitter or Facebook status and they see that link, they can click on it, and again, when they click on it from inside Twitter or Facebook, the little DARP player shows up and they're able to actually view your DARP. Alright, now on over to the profile. Now the way you get to your profile is by up here, click Profile, and there we are, you're in your profile. You can actually preview your profile right here. We'll talk about these greetings in just a moment, which are pretty important for the DARPA TV social network. You can upload your avatars, and if you want to, you can actually invite your friends by sending them this link, and you can actually test on this link too, and they become affiliated to you. Enter your date of birth, your male, female gender, nicknames, etc., your personal and private and public information about me, and you can also change your password on the screen too. Now, about the greeting. The greeting is an audio-video greeting that tells everybody a little bit more about yourself. So I'm just going to click on that. This individual actually has a greeting already in here. And this is the greeting. It's up to 45 seconds long, just to tell a little bit more about yourself. You can actually change and record that greeting too, or if you don't have one, you won't see the play option, of course. You'll just be able to see the record. So it's important to have your profile filled out. The audio-video components are important because DARPA TV social broadcast is a visual social broadcasting. So what we're going to do is now we're going to take a look back on my dartboard. Here we can see we have a live show going on called Big Mama. So what I'm going to do is click on the Big Mama show, and it's going to take me back here, and I'm automatically logged in, and I'm starting to watch the show. Great, so when I'm watching a show, you can see down the right hand side here we see people chatting. All I have to do is click on their name and their profile will show up, and you can take a look at their profile. You can see information about them, you can see their greeting if they have one, you can actually invite them to be your friend. Also, when you're watching the show, when callers come in, and you may see one or two callers on the screen at the same time, you can notice this little icon here, which is click to open the caller's profile. So again, if you click on this, then you get to see that caller's profile, and again you can see information about them and you can invite them to be your friend.